Truck Accessories Pro.
Thank you, Radko. And you know what? Listen, every Friday at 7:40, he's kind enough. One of the greatest wide receivers in the NFL joins the Power Trip Morning Show. But today's going to be my favorite because Adam is home by himself with the kids. And when I just spoke to him just a moment ago, it sounded like he was struggling a bit. Adam Thielen, punch him up if you would, please.
Come on,
Line
mouse.
7.
There we go.
Hi,
Adam.
how's things going there, Adam?
What's up? It's a little bit of chaos. A couple of fights have already ensued. I'm feeding TV while we're talking, so it's a little bit of a mess.
If you have any ice cream or chocolate cake, just give the boys that, and they'll be cool for a while.
That's true. Mom will never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you need Uncle Meat Sauce to come over and help watch the kids?
You know, I would probably take his help today. It was the one day that I would actually take.
Yeah.
Kids love me.
They do. You know what's the weirdest thing?
Kids love me.
They really
love
do.
him.
Yeah.
You would think they should be terrified.
Yeah, but
they
I
really
look like
do.
Shrek, so they just assume I'm related to it.
Right.
Well,
I feel like you're all about the same level too.
Okay, Adam.
yeah, that's true.
Maturity.
You know what?
I
You're
just
so
cut
right.
you from my fantasy football team. You're out. I'm
It's
going to
so
lose
true.
your number I don't have.
Well, we're gonna keep all that in mind and not keep you as long as we would this week. But again, Adam Thielen is kind enough to join us. Brought to you by the Thielen Foundation and ETS Performance. We were silly enough to let Gabe Henderson come in to the studio to play the Initials game, so he's sitting over there. If you want to say hi to him, say hi, Gabe.
AT19, what's up, man?
What's up? I hope you do better than I did, and I doubt you will because it's pretty tough, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm still got my fingers crossed sitting at the table right now, so wish me luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, Adam, congratulations on a great game and a tough loss last week, man.
Yeah, you know, it's in this league, it's tough to win. So when you have an opportunity to win and you don't capitalize, you know, it's obviously frustrating. But at the same time, you know, we're excited about this week. We're excited to get back to work. We know what kind of guys we got in this locker room, and everybody's just ready to get back to proving that what kind of team we really are.
Adam, all we hear all week after week one is how people overreact and then teams aren't as bad as they think they are and teams aren't as good as they think they are. But somebody who's watched the film, and I would assume on the last Cardinals game, and you watch them blow out a very good team, what are your expectations for the Cardinals defense?
Yeah, we're going to have to bring our A game, that's for sure. You know, they played really well against a good football team. Like you said, you really don't know what teams, you know, what they really are until halfway through the season, maybe 5 games into the season. But we know we're going to have our work cut out for us. We know that we got to play a lot better. That's kind of our main focus right now, is just focusing on how can we get better as a team, and then, you know, how can we prepare differently than we did last week to make sure that we're ready to roll, because we have too good of a football team to not, you know, show it on Sundays.
I got to think you're probably a little relieved that you're not going to have to help out on Chandler Jones at all. That's normally not your role.
Yeah, that's true. Usually I'm not messing with those guys, but I think it's all hands on deck this week, so you never know.
Hey, Adam, I've been on record saying this. You turned Eli Apple to Apple Butter last week. This week you got Byron Murphy and you got Robert Alford. What do those guys possess that you guys can take advantage of?
Well, that's a good question. I think they do such a great job of mixing up things. You know, playing 3-1. You know, they actually do some roll coverage to guys. They did it to Julio last week. So, you know, I think what they do really well is they play a lot of different coverages really well. You know, I think some teams, when they play a lot of different things, they're not really good at any of them. Well, this team does a really good job of giving different looks. They bring a ton of zero pressure, which we saw last week, but they do it really well. So I think that will be a challenge. But at the same time, you know, when you get man pressed as a receiver, you're excited about those matchups. So if they are going to do that and they're going to make it into that kind of game, we got to go win our one-on-ones and go have fun doing it.
Adam, on paper, there could be a lot of points scored this week in this game. Is that a lot more fun for you, or do you like the tough football games and they're low scoring?
Yeah, I mean, I love moving the foot and scoring touchdowns. So, you know, I think for our offense, you know, we're just so focused on getting better from week 1 to week 2. I think, you know, I think I've heard it at every level, high school, college, and pros that you gain your most ground from week 1 to week 2. And I think that's kind of what our focus is on offense is we got to make a big step forward from week 1 to week 2 and really show, what we've seen all training camp in this offense. So I think we have the ability to put up a lot of points, but we have to go prove it.
Adam, one more question because I believe the boys are starting to fire in the kitchen right now, so I will let you go after this. But did you have any desire to walk in the huddle and look at everybody and go, "Stop jumping off sides" early in the game?
No, not at all. I think in this game, I was talking about somebody in the building the other day. There's a reason why this is the greatest team sport there is, because it really takes 11 guys on every single play to do their job to have success. And so, that's something that we talked about all week is we can't have one guy here, one guy there, receiver here, a tight end here, an offensive lineman here, quarterback, a mental mistake, something like that. We can't have that because when you do that, it adds up fast. And so I think for us, it's just about focus, and locking in. I think that first game, just having the jitters of the first time out again, I think, maybe got to us a little bit. But I think that focus has to be there all week in practice, which it has, and we got to go prove it.
Good luck in Arizona. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Good luck.
What's more surprising, that a guy with a $64 million contract doesn't have good cell service, or is that Parrish doesn't have a dentist?
I'm just sitting back here minding my own business. Not stepping on anybody's toes. Watching Hawk just beg someone else to ask a question. That was my favorite part. He's waving his arms back here. Nobody's looking at him.
Yeah, I'm like, hey.
Anybody,
we got to get
somebody.
Adam a cell phone endorsement.
We have T-Mobile will refer him, but again, I'm sure he's in his basement trying to
Right.
do nice.
Yeah,
all the time.
100%.
Man, yeah.
I think that might be the receiver room. We were interviewing Justin Jefferson last week from his house, and it kept glitching. The video just kept glitching. And it's like, dude, don't you get paid a pretty penny to see this guy?
No doubt about it. Hey, Gabe, we were talking about this last week, and I know you can hear a lot of the off the field conversation, just like I can in your headphones during the game. Adam runs. It reminds me, and this is I'm not trying to be preposterous, but the thing that Adam does that reminds me of Randy Moss is it looks like Adam is the slowest guy on the field, and he outruns everybody.
Everybody.
It's the most incredible thing to watch him because he looks like he's loping, and that's got to help as a receiver because the cornerback has to feel the same way as well till he runs by them.
Right. And when you look at Adam on film, it's like, how is this guy continuing to get 100-yard games? And I think defenses take him for granted. And I think Adam loves being that villain. Okay, well, you're probably going to double team Justin Jefferson. Please, like you said earlier, please give me press man to man. I will win that battle. And I feel like he's been doing that year in and year out. And he is his body type. You're just like, man, like this guy he's not going to burn me today. You're looking at films like, okay, this guy, whatever. We don't have to worry about him. But he does it week in and week out, and he kills defenses.
Is any of this going to matter if Barr's out, if Kendricks is out, if Vigil is banged up? I mean, if we don't have linebackers, what does it matter? I mean, that's going to be an unbelievable deficit to overcome on Sunday.
Yeah, well, we're just going to have to continue to score. I mean, if they're going to score, we just got to keep matching them. Hopefully hold them to 3 points and keep scoring touchdowns. And this is a team that you do not want to chase. Correct. And if you're chasing the Cardinals, you are not in a good position. That's what the Tennessee Titans did last week. Down 10-0 with 3 minutes. 15 minutes left. 12 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's not what you want to do.
No. And DeAndre Hopkins is an absolute stud, and you got to chase him all over the field.
Sauce, are you a puppy or a baby?
I'm a baby.
You're a baby. I agree. Yeah.
I'm a giant baby.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And
That's
a cake
true.
pop.
Boy,
Yeah, I
need a
would.
cake
Yeah,
pop
oh,
right
yeah.
now. I need to go out and get one right now. Yeah.
These things look good.
Yeah.
Have you had one yet?
No.
Chubsy?
My
No,
little
I'm
boy
gonna bring them back.
devoured them yesterday.
Yeah.
They look good.
Hey, Gabe, you were a wide receiver, weren't you?
At some point in my life, yes.
Yeah, you played 4 years at Liberty, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. That was the hate. Yeah. We used to have signs to say, give me liberty or give me death. And people say, I'll take death.
Oh.
So I've heard worse. But yeah, I played wide receiver for Liberty for a few years and had my fair share of catches. And now I'm happy to be on the other side of the camera.
Who's faster, you or Thielen?
Right now,
Yeah.
Thielen. Thielen for sure.
What
At
about
one time you were faster?
What about
Whoa.
7 years ago?
I'm taking myself in that battle.
I like that.
Taking myself in that battle.
See, he's fooling you
Yeah.
too.
Were you ever a legit prospect? Were you
Yeah.
combine any of that garbage?
Yeah, so I worked out. I trained for the combine, got an agent, pretty much had a couple of workouts. I had like 4 different private workouts. And then after I didn't get drafted, I didn't want to go through the process of saying, okay, well, am I going to be on the practice squad today, or am I going to get a tryout tomorrow? So I kind of just not alleviated that, but like deleted that out of my mind and said, hey, this is what I want to focus on. I knew I wanted to do something that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, football helped me get to this point. Now football is over, and I kind of just put my foot in the ground and said, hey, I'm done. I told my supervisor the other day, like, if I was still in shape, I probably could still play like another year or two, but I'm done. Like, you couldn't get me to run 2 routes right now without tearing something.
Who were the teams that gave you a look?
So the Cardinals were one, the Lions,
I mean, it's the Lions.
the Colts, and the Buffalo Bills.
So not the Vikings.
Not the Vikings.
Oh, did you bring that up when you interviewed with him? Because I would have.
But I think it was Ryan Munnins. He was like, hey, I remember you when you played. I brought that up to me last week. And I was like, yeah, that was way back in the day. So we'll live in the past for a little bit.
Yeah, right. One more thing about this real quick. I believe, didn't you spend like a year with Washington?
Yeah.
It's doing what you're doing now, right?
Doing what I'm doing now. I was there 19 months. 2 years.
Is it as messed up as it seems like it is from the outside?
They have their issues.
Yeah, right.
You know, the articles have come out, the stuff that has happened. So, I think some of that is, well, I know for a fact some of that is true, and some stuff hasn't surfaced, and some stuff I think is way
Today's
off,
the day.
off
Break
topic.
it. Let's go. Come on.
I think some of the stuff is like, you know, it's hit or miss. It's all subjective at this point. Some of it is very objective, very true. And during my time there, I had a good time as far as like understanding the profession, understanding the business. And I got what I needed from it, and now I'm here.
Did you live in D.C. or in Baltimore?
I lived in Northern Virginia.
Oh, okay.
So the headquarters are in Virginia.
Oh, that's right.
The team has the Washington name, but the stadium is in Maryland.
Gotcha.
So we try to like.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like there's 3 places to touch right there. It's the weirdest thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to live in D.C. from what I'm hearing, right?
No, you don't want to. You don't want to drive in D.C. You don't. The cost of living is crazy there. It's a great place to live. Like if you are in politics or in the government, because that's where most people live.
Yeah.
You know, they live like north or south of D.C.
Yeah.
And then they just commute to the city. But if you're trying to drive, good luck. Good luck. So like driving here, and I've seen people say it's traffic in Minnesota. I'm like, please go to D.C. for a week and then come back and have that same complaint.
Can I ask you a stupid question?
You can ask me any question you want.
Where's Liberty?
Virginia, Central Virginia.
Okay, cool. So what's the big city by there?
So Charlottesville, UVA is about an hour. Virginia Tech is about 45 minutes.
Gotcha.
But it's like literally it sits in the Blue Ridge Mountains. So it's a beautiful campus. I mean, you got the Blue Ridge Mountains. The sunsets, the sunrises there are amazing, but it's its own little city.
Oh, nice.
Sauce, you want me to ask the follow-up question, or do you want to do it? You want me to do it?
Oh, it's coming. I know it's coming.
Where is Virginia?
Is that west?
That is seriously. Is this a serious question?
He's never been west of Ohio.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never been west of Ohio.
Man, I got to take you
He's
home. I'm
just
from
not
North
good at
Carolina.
stuff.
I'd love to go there.
You're from Raleigh, right?
Yeah, I'm from Raleigh.
Did you ever go to a basketball game or two?
John Wall went to my high school.
What?
is that
What?
right?
Yeah.
Does
Are you
hockey know?
friends?
Well, you got to explain to Hockey and Parrish who John Wall
Yeah,
is.
they don't know who he is.
You don't know who John Wall is?
Parrish has no clue.
So he was the number 1 pick in the 2010 NBA draft.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
Does he play
Parrish
for the
doesn't know.
Timberwolves?
No, he just actually got bought out of his deal with the Houston Rockets.
Now I know how that feels.
Yeah, he does know how that would feel.
He's familiar with a buyout.
trying to relate.
I'm a master at buyouts.
So that was a big deal when he went to Kentucky then.
Oh, that was huge.
Ooh.
That was
Oh,
huge.
gosh.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I'm pretty good friends with
Is that
him.
right?
Really?
Yeah.
Does he want to
great.
play initials one of these weeks?
Honestly, I think he would be really good at it.
Oh, really? He's a well-rounded pop culture kind of a guy?
He is.
No,
yes.
if he's not invited, then nobody better than me.
Yeah, right.
He's like very.
You and
very
him could talk buyouts,
intelligent.
Parrish.
Yeah, that's true.
If John Wall was
bet
the
it's a
answer
little
to an
better.
initials item, right? If somebody rang in, if you rang in and you were like, Gabe, John Wall. If I was like, that's right. Even Parrish would go, Who?
Yeah, and hockey.
Even if John Wall was sitting here,
Yeah.
we'd be like, the guy we've been talking to for an hour. They have zero knowledge of basketball.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Kind of doze off when you start talking about it too.
Yeah.
What is it? Is hockey your thing?
Yeah.
Former professional hockey player. That's why.
Played,
Oh,
what,
wow.
How many? 14 years?
The
Look at his
toothless,
teeth.
15
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, look at the guy with no tooth.
Yeah, and that's not from hockey.
No.
It's from an ice cream
cream
sandwich.
Mark Parrish represented the United States at the Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a real deal, man.
Ask him how that went.
Yeah, show us
from
your
the
medal.
bench.
I had a great view.
Yeah. he's
Hey,
got a
well,
nice
you were on
jersey.
the team.
No,
Yep,
Mark,
sorta.
show him your medal.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Yeah, hang on. I got it
on.
right here in my back. Oh, dude, I must have left it at home. Sorry about that.
I think you
game.
left it in
Sorry.
Russia. Or
Right. Did you wear your ring today, Mark?
I didn't see. AJ, you're supposed to be the nice one.
Russia?
Wasn't that where it was? Where were
I
the
was in
Olympics?
Italy.
All right.
Torino.
Well, it was close. That's close, isn't it?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
like 8 years difference.
We play initials in about 20 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.